bring you a little closer. Hello, hello. Happy Monday. Someone's here. Looks like Scott, maybe. Yep, that's right. Hello, good sir. Hope all is well. Did you say happy birthday? Said happy, what day is it? Monday? Monday. Is it your birthday, Scott? You legally have to tell me if it's your birthday. You don't. You don't, Scott. You know you don't have to do a goddamn thing. How you doing? How was your weekend? Oh, I thought you said happy birthday. Yes, it's my 51st. Well, happy freaking birthday, Scott. I know it's, maybe not the easiest birthday, but 51. No spring chicken, but certainly no old man yet. So, for my father into his 50s, he only really started to push for a lot of the things he wanted. And, something about each passing year is, at least what I do, is I try and get to things now that I know I would regret later not doing, right? What does everyone say? Oh, I regret not spending more time doing X, Y, and Z. Every year I try and do a little bit more of that. Trying to balance the scales. So whatever you can do to celebrate today, Scott, I hope you have a good one. I hope you get a cake or pie or cupcake or plate of bacon or whatever, whatever toots your horn. Everything's going well for the most part. Hard parts today, of course, but mostly good. Good. Not a bunch of tears yet. They tried to form, but I decided to change what I was doing. Hey, and sometimes, you already know, you just gotta break. You just gotta interrupt that circuit for a minute. Just not go down that roller coaster, right? Because if you've been down it before, you've gotten enough practice with it. You don't need to practice again. I got cookies and cake, my guy. I'm spoiled. Good. You should be, Scott. You should be spoiled. Charles, I am the Shihan you bend the knee on, the Rokodan you stroke the dude on. My liege, welcome. Yours is the 21st. Oh. The one that just passed or the one that's coming up? Andrew Tate from Walmart. Okay, we're starting early, I see. Which is fine, I was hoping to break 1,500 last stream, but I think it's going to be today. I don't even have the glasses on. That's the crazy part. So you got in early. You got Tate. Stick around. We'll see some other interesting ideas that you missed. Okay? Because no one knows they voted until it's too late. You don't know there's a vote until it has been cast. Fuber says, hey, Kyle, I came I came to be mesmerized by your sick-ass hang drum skills. Thank you, Fuber. I'm a very much a novice, so I appreciate that. Hopefully, as I learn, I'll get to, funk you up a little bit more. One Punch Man, says Giorgio. Nice. That's a pretty, it's not the most common suggestion, but we get it pretty often. Saitama. Getting votes in early. I like this. Hello, Frankie boy. Hello. Today's your birthday? Scott says, hey, Kyle, I respect you and I appreciate you. Don't change. And stay wild, my friend. Absolutely, Scott. I thank you for everything. God bless you. God bless you, Scott. Thank you. You keep coming back here. You keep showing up with a positive attitude despite everything going on. People would do well to learn from you in chat. They won't. They won't. But, you seem like a good man, Scott. You sound like the brother on 2.5 Men. I've gotten that a lot, too. There's that sexy man. Hi, other Scott. Good Times TV says, were you considered a nerd in high school? Yes. Not only was I considered a nerd, I had the lead role in the play, The Nerd, where an old friend of this dude shows up after 20 years. He's a total nerd, total social, crazy, obnoxious. You learn later that he's not, but I don't want to spoil the play. Kyle Beware, I have mastered the 1-inch fart box punch. Well, maybe I have trained my whole life to receive that punch. You don't know. You don't know what I've trained. Well, you do, because I tell you every time. Thank you. I don't get that very often. And good men don't, Scott, and that's the thing, because it is just expected that you're good and that you maintain all these things in the direst of times. It's assumed, right? It's our place as men to just be good or valuable, right? But I can't tell you how much I would probably be like one of the trolls, raging, just lashing out at people out of anger, right? That would probably be me. So, I want to call it out because, like you said, you don't hear it very often. But people are probably thinking it, they're just not saying it to you. It's all good. You became a successful guy. All the people that called you nerds are the losers now. I think some of them are losers. I don't know. Some of them might have become wealthy. Scott says, anyway, I'm headed to spend more time with the kids. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Scott, thank you, my friend. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for your positivity and your attitude. And thank you for spending time with your kids instead of horsing around with the trolls here. So, they're not here yet, but they will be, Anyway, I hope you have a good night, Scott. Happy birthday. Okay? Hopefully you get an extra spanking, all right, that I would have given you. Normally I'd give you 51, but, we're short on time. So you have a good birthday, and you let me know how it goes, okay? Aquaholics. My girl farted on my balls. I'm never fucking her again. Wow, that seems insensitive, One time? You don't even allow a pattern to emerge? Come on. Come on. Let her fart on your shit sometimes, Come on. Come on. What are you, a prude? These battle ropes feel heavy today. I don't know why. Okay. The ropes just aren't it today. I think we gotta adjust. As we do in life, in love, and in the gym. Alcoholic says thank you. What are the question marks for, VG? What? Hi, pretty bold guy. Hi. Hello, my queen. A king needs a queen, does he not? Or am I the queen? Depends. The Merminator. Hello, Muddy. Thank you. I know what you meant after a moment. What are your thoughts on Stacy's mom? What? What, VG? What? What? Talk to me. What? What? Your birthday is today? Yes? Is that what you're saying? Sorry, sometimes I get to talking and then I can't remember what you're responding to. Salty Tostito was just thinking about me. Sexy. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. You know, I do think about you guys off stream. Have I told you that before? Muddy says, Stacy's mom, she's got it going on. We all know that. Yes, she's somewhat infamous for what she has going on. Okay, Oops. It's extra challenge mode for me to look at it upside down. That's what she said. I was just... Oh, I already read that. Stacy's mom, you know, I think she had it going on. But, you know, that was in a different time. You know, nowadays, the Stacy's Mom song would not fly. Or it'd be Stacy's mom trying to get with the dude, you know? Stacy's mom. It's got a lot of problems. VG, if it's your birthday, I'm sorry. Also, happy birthday. Okay? Hold on. Let's make it official. Stop. Let's make it official. Okay. What are you doing today? Flexing. You'll see. Happy birthday to VGWIW. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear VGWIUW. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. What are you doing for your birthday? Besides soliciting me for songs. Are you having cake? Are you eating it too? Are you eating 2 cakes? It's your birthday. You can do what you want. I'm having protein shake. All right. How tall are you? Just wondering. I am 5'8". I either have the camera look above me or below me, so it doesn't really... It's kind of deceptive, right? This looks very far away from me. I am the most average height. Going partying with my friends. Hell yeah. Fucking party. What does partying look like? Clubs? Dancing? Okay, VG. I'm big on going to dancing. You getting blitzed? You getting prehistoric, twisted? The dental delivery. It's funny to me, all those folks who buy into the bullshit milkshake BS. I promise you, calisthenics. I think you mean calisthenics will make you bigger, not deadlift. I've gotten bigger doing both calisthenics and weightlifting. Small PP does the ASCII titties. Marshmallow, welcome, friend. Glenn Powell. And now every time when I scroll through the master list and I see Glenn Powell, it's all you. Glenn Powell on the board. Do I look like him? Doesn't matter anymore. Small PP does the ASCII for a penis. Nice. Dancing. Fuck yeah. Fucking love that shit. Good for you. You know what? Double happy birthday for that. Okay? Dancing has a special place in my heart. Wish more people would. What is this? I'm 6 foot, just wondering you look tall. I'm not. I'm also getting into shape myself. Well, good for you, man. Good for you. There's nothing more empowering, literally, than getting into shape, and then you feel powerful. It's like, oh. Live to Survive has an orange face emoji. I don't really understand it. Catherine says Tate. Thank you, Catherine. I'm going to call you Katie, all right? We are almost to 1,500 Andrew Tates, okay? Now, this is big for me. Because the very first stream I did, I got called Andrew Tate like 5 times, and I was like, that's strange. It kept happening. You do look like Tate. I know. I know. The dental delivery, it's a fact. Weightlifting is for pussies. Interesting. Like you, who want a gay show. Calisthenics for real people. Brother, what part of rings does not scream calisthenics? You're getting offended about stuff that is nothing to... you're probably a bot, huh? Probably a bot. Small PP says Andrew Tate's lost brother. Lil Tate. Thank you, Kane. Indiana Bones. Nice. If Dana White was a twink, Dana White doesn't have the courage to be a twink. Okay? He doesn't have the balls. What was I looking? Indiana Bones. That's right. Indiana Bones. Oops. Okay. It's there, trust me. Hello, Andrew Testes. Hi, Dig Bick Beast. That's hard to say that 5 times fast. Well, that number's just going up. All right, come here. Come here. Come here. This is your guys' work, okay? I didn't do anything except show up on the planet looking like Tate. Live to survive. After 35 years of smoking, I quit last month. Hell yeah, brother. That is what I'm talking about. People don't understand how difficult that is. I do, okay? So, hell fucking yeah. Good on you. Show me someone with more willpower than someone that's quit smoking cigarettes. You can't. I got into shape, a round shape, and you know, it's about being the shape that you want to see in the world, isn't it? Here. Andrew? Yeah. Well, no, but yeah. Yes, I took a long walk today. I had 10,000 steps. It's nice to get fresh air and think clearly. Yeah, something I think people don't do often enough, which is just take a walk, and then you kind of get a sense of like, oh, you know, there's like a whole ass world out here with like a big sky and shit. Not all of the world is my work problems and, you know, Some people don't leave the house for a long time, and I don't blame them necessarily, but you know, there is a price to that. See? Does this look like weightlifting? No. Honestly, like one part of the reason that I do a lot of ring work, besides it being superior in every single way, I can't be bothered to dig out all the weights and the dumbbells and load them up every time and balance them, and it's just a whole. I can just do this now. It's my exercise, and I want it now. Okay, trip. Catherine is laughing at Muddy. Clone Tate. Twerk, my guy. Usually I do the twerking in the stretching part of stream, which is towards the end, so you gotta stick around. No, you look better than Tate. Thank you. Thank you. I don't have the resources that Tate does, you know. Not that I think he really takes care of his skin or whatever. Well, I don't know, he's a closeted gay man, so he probably does. Myrrh times 1600. Boom. Well, shit. We just blasted the Tate numbers out of the fucking atmosphere. 1600 myrrh. Because before streaming, that's the only person people would say I look like is Myrrh from Impractical Jokers. It's only after streaming that it's like Tate. But the people that I talk to aren't online, and they probably don't even know who Andrew Tate is. Austin Barton sucks, says Austin Barton 2983. Huh. Catherine says, you look like Mike, the guy with the podcast with Jake Paul. Who's that? PN retracted a message. Mehmet says, bottom G. Buy Bitcoin, says Myrrh. All right, we'll put a couple votes on, then I got to do some exercise. All right, bottom G is a vote for Tate, so we're gonna count it. We're gonna hit 1500. 2 for Myrrh. Your voice is giving Nikocado avocado, though. Is that good or bad? Just tell me if I'm a good boy or a bad boy. It is Tate. Whatever, Austin. Bro is the right testicle of Andrew. If anything, I'm the larger of the testicles, which is obviously the left. So, shows how much you know. Whoa, I get it, because YouTube Live is reversed. That's, okay. See, hold on. You see this? You notice how in other live streams, you can't read what people write? Huh? You notice that I'm writing backward? I've learned a new way to write for you. No big deal, all right? People complain about my handwriting, and that's why. What are we doing? You are watching me flex my muscles. Arrowhead take Mr. Clean. That's a good one. I think you've already voted, though, VG, haven't you? Or have you not? Luis Antonio says, ciao, ciao Bella. Bald critical, nice. Oh, fuck, okay. All right, we're putting it on the list, then I gotta actually work out. You got an early twerk because I was feeling sassy. Okay? Wait, you look like Saitama. Tate. Andrew Tate wishes he was you. Yeah, except for my bank account. And that's why he does it, ladies and germs. Because the only interesting thing about him is that he can somehow earn money being a piece of shit. See, and the other thing with rings is like I'm doing a vertical pull now. I can go wide, I can come narrow, I can turn it into a pullover, which I do very regularly. I can turn it into a row. I can do a row with the negative of a pull down, and I can do the opposite as well. Okay. All right. Let's get a little leg in. Okay, Saitama, Tate. You look like Mike the guy in Logan Paul's podcast. Okay, I'm gonna have to look it up, Catherine. All right, you think I'm gonna take you at your word, Katie? If that's your real name? Hold on. Mike podcast. Mike something. Kinda. Yeah, I see it. It's like it's in the nose and the eyes mostly. All right, I'll put Mike on the goddamn board, Catherine. All right, Mike. Thank you for casting a vote. Okay, we got another for Tate. We got a Mr. Clean. That's a pretty good one. Easy Halloween outfit. Okay, this is what we're looking at. 8-Bits says, can you fit one of those rings in your ass? I can, you can't. Joke's on you because I've been you the whole time. Okay? See, here's the thing. You've been the Mad King Kyle and I've been 8-Bits. I just decided to switch. Okay? And I'm never going back. Okay? Because you know full well, 8-Bits, once you get the ring in, that's totally fine. But getting it out, different ball game. We already know the story about Smoking and I. We do, Marshmallow. Till as old as time. 8-Bit says, you can't even fit one of those rings in your ass. You're a fucking loser. He's right, you know? He's fucking right. You're right, I can't fit one of those in my ass. Timo Tate. I think you mean Timu. And is it Murr from Impractical Jokers? Well, Nick. It could be. It could be. Okay? With the right outfit, I think I have to, no offense to Murr, I think I have to gain a little bit of weight. Like in the face, too. Because I've lost the baby face. Andrew Tate, if he drank Soylent and went to farmers markets for ethically sourced kale seeds. You know Andrew Tate doesn't eat vegetables. He puts them in his backside, okay? So that counts as a vote. We need one more to get to 1,500. We're going to get it. We're going to get it. Damn, Murr got jacked. That's right. That's right, baby. That's right. Can you throw it in a circle? Bust it wide open. For free? First of all, don't question me. Second of all, if there's a price tag on it, I can do anything. Okay? It's just got to be the right number. Okay, you want me to queef? Give me the cash. I'll figure it out. Humor me and put a ginger wig on. Catherine Tate. I don't know if I have a ginger wig. I have a light brown kind of fro that I used for my character Rob Boss, the angry painter. Oh, I don't want to rob you of the view. I'm gonna have to start adding weight to the split squat. It's just not enough. Some problem with the camera. Your face looks elongated. Maybe my father was a horse. Krista says, what's his ethnic background? Well, if you ask me directly, I'll tell you. I'm a Scottish Highlander. All right, you got me. It's okay, Rocker. We get them all the first time. But now you're in on it. Now you know. Is he Italian or Greek? Neither. Neither. My ancestors ate haggis and, whatever else. This angle really gives me like a weird. My leg looks strange. He mad Greek. VG says A B C D E F G H I J K L M P Q R S T U V W. Small peepee. I don't like that word. But it depends. Are you hot? If yes, let's discuss. It's Ryback, WWE wrestler. I'm not familiar with the WWE. Okay, you gotta have fun with it. I don't count reps. Been in the game for a long time. What matters is the stimulus. Okay? Ugh. Okay? Do you understand? All right. Wow! No, I read backwards. Shit! People complain about everything. True, Tyler Durden. True. Very true. He dropping it low. Clap. Stay squatted. I'm almost done. Okay. Well, I'll give you some even better ones. Asmongold gone bald now. Asmongold gone buff now. Squeeze those glutes, little man Kyle. Well, Lori, welcome. And if I'm so little, how can you even see the cheeks clap? Checkmate. Here we go. Small Peepee says fart. Who Chairs? Nice name. Says Andrew Tate really fell off. Really? Interesting. Well, guess what? Who chairs? I chair. Because you just tipped us over into no man's land of 1,500 times I've been called Andrew Tate on stream. What a journey it's been. Gift us a lil fart. Brother, I can't do that on command. And certainly not for free. Again, let's talk cash. What's a fart worth to you? It's Nicolas Cage. I gotta get the board again. Okay. You know it is. Nick is raging. Power bottom training. Exactly. It's myrrh. Interesting faces, VG. One pun man. Nice. Myrrh was another one. Oh my god. Hey, Kyle. Meg. I've missed your lives the last 3 to 4 times. You have. Other people have noticed, Meg. Okay? Respect even was like, the OG crew is not here because Meg is missing. Okay? We have missed you. Okay? We have spoken about you at length in your absence. Don't worry about it. It's good to see you, Meg. Mwah. A Trump comment. Interesting. Bro, am lifting weights. Is that good? Yes. Oh, Akil says, super undress my hairy baby. Myrrh always looks dirty. That's crazy because they have a goddamn crew that follows them around with literal makeup. Okay? The tone really changed with the music. God damn it. Oh, now it comes back. Smooko says, you look like a gay. Oh no. What are you gonna do? Pop a bone? Super, so cute. My hairy baby undress. Akil, I would if I could, but I can't. Who chairs? Oh my god, are you Ryan Gosling? You look exactly like him. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you know what? Sure I do. Sure. Yeah, that's a sure bet there, isn't it? Question is, when do I take the tank top off? I should, because Meg showed up, but I don't know if she'll learn anything if I reward her like this. So I don't know, you know? I need to be a very conscious king. Ooh, I popped my neck. That was nice. It's not about the weight. It's about the stimulus, okay? And I'm not just talking about exercise, people. Hello, wake up. I think I'm gonna go this way. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good stretch. Oh, fuck. Okay. Oh, God. I've been training in such a low rep range recently that the hypertrophy range. I'm just not used to. Whoa. I'm not used to these fucking pumps. You know what I mean? Toasted Bagel says, hello, fella. How are you doing today? My fellow beautiful being. Thank you, Toasted Bagel. I'm feeling a little beautiful today. Are you? Bottom G. Yeah. Do a flip, do a flip, do a flip, do a flip. Bro, why do you look so scrawny? Do I look scrawny? Is it time? VG, please don't spam. What's up, Baldy? You, if you play your cards right. What up, Cornelius? Hey. How's it going, Brother Bear? It's going pretty good. Getting a little workout in. It's fucking Monday. I keep thinking it's Tuesday. I don't know. How are you doing? How's your weekend? Okay. VG, I'm putting you on timeout because you said do a flip like 30 times, okay? Now do a flip. Cocoa Puff says Jesus loves you. Don't spam. J-Lo, I think, removed this, but it says if you shave the shoe on your legs, it will make them appear bigger. Interesting. Shave the hair on your legs, it will make them appear bigger. Trust. Oh, I know. Check Ryback WWE wrestler. Okay. Is this going to be a black woman or something? Oh. You're totally right. You're totally right. All right. All right, Raj. You've earned it. We're putting Ryback. One. I always do that. I don't show you me drawing it, which is like half the point. You need to add Ryback. Yeah, I'm a little behind. Is it good for me to lift weights? That depends on your health, age. In general, assuming no injuries or other medical conditions prevent you or would harm you by lifting weights, then generally resistance training is very good for you. Yeah. They say muscle mass is the longevity organ. Woney says, what the fuck? Ms. Meg, oh my God, I love you. Thanks for missing me. Well, I love you too. And so when you're not here, it's like, I'm sorry. We did miss you, Meg. Hi, are you thinking about cream right now? Well, Machine Gun Kelly, when I look at you, AKA the artist, Machine Gun Kelly, I don't think about cream at all. I feel beautiful. Glad you feel beautiful. I hope you're feeling better as well. Thank you. I am. How do I get hairy shoulders? You're going to want to increase your DHT, which is like dihydrotestosterone or something like that. You could try being me. Where'd the music go? Bring the music back. I need to get good at like camera operating. Close up hairy shoulder. Well, you keep talking about it. Feels bashful. All right. I needed these up. Put him on Vogue magazine. Someone call Vogue. Closer, please. Okay, we'll do close-ups later. let's get a good, I want you to see the good stuff, you know? Which is, okay, after this, we'll take the pump cover off, we'll do a little check-in, we'll finish the other parts of the workout, okay? Oh, yeah. Yeah, boy. All right. Hi, Kyle. What's up, buddy? Dr. Wang, welcome back. It's good to see you, brother. Ms. Meg says your camera skills are pretty spot on. We see just about everything you've got going on. Angles and all. Good. Good, Meg. I'm glad. I want you to get what you want. Okay? Get those reps in, broski. Fuck yeah. Hey, it's the man with the fake black belt. What a joke. I certainly could have thought of better jokes than that. You know? And I'm just a pathetic little tiny man with a fake black belt. What does that say about you, I wonder? Has that been the whole thing the whole time? Has it really been about you? Not about me at all? I can never give up. Hello. I was wondering if you were going to make it to stream. Welcome. Hey, is it the pre-show? Yeah. If you haven't finished yet, then yes, it's the pre-show. I Can Never Give Up says, you're so gay, Kyle, but I'm here for it. Peacemaker needs extensions? Yeah, clearly, doctor. You have an eye for your patients, okay? You have learned to spot them in the wild. You think I give a shit? You think I give a shit? You think I'm embarrassed? You think I'm embarrassed? You think I care about this at all? You think I care? I'm tied up right now, Kyle, but I thought I'd drop in. Well, I appreciate it. I'm on day 7 of no weed. Oh, nice. Good job, brother. You're through on what I think is the hardest part. There's another hurdle you'll hit in like another week or so, but you're through the worst of it. So you've already proven you can totally do it. Favorite combo? Well, you have a fake black belt, not me. What do you have? Besides a lot of extra time to be looking at a grown man that you claim is a fake, but you can't stop looking. And we all know why, okay? We're all aware of the many reasons one could have. Okay? Now, you say the black belt is fake. What is this, oil in my arms? Do I have anchor arms on? What else seems fake about me? Those cool dance moves, thank you. I have a question, Mr. Kyle. I want a physique like yours, no glaze, but how do I achieve? Well, are you talking about the leanness? Because some things like where your muscles attach, right? Where they attach and how long your tendons are will determine the shape of your muscles, right? So like I will never fill in this gap ever. It'll only go up. So for me, I get peakier biceps, but they're not as long. And so some people have very long biceps, but they don't get as peaky. So that kind of depends. Other than that, here I eat pretty clean. A lot of it's genetics. I'm going to be honest with you. But for example, I had tea this morning, yerba madre, not a sponsored post. 2 packets of oatmeal with protein in it. For lunch, I had sweet potatoes, ground beef, and vegetables, bone broth, avocado oil. Um, I'm having a protein shake during the workout. For dinner, I'll probably do something like a salmon burger. Probably a bunch of like fruit after that. And then I'll need to eat again because I'm bulking. So something like that. Leanness. It's a combination of eating a certain amount and then eating very clean. This is high protein, moderate fat, moderate to low carbs. So I don't have a lot of like bread or French fries or things like that. Now I do have carbs, and sometimes I'll have those things, but a lot of times it's like my carbs come from, well, sweet potatoes, things like that, or the fruits and things. So I'll get fruit in like in like the strips where it's just like puree that's pushed into like little leather strips. It's just fruit in there, but I've replaced essentially all of my sweets with that. So when I feel like I need something sweet, I get that. Now, I've just spent so long, and by long I mean like a few months eating that way, where I try and eat candy and shit like that where I wanted it before, and it tastes like chemicals now. So it's just not that good. You know, it doesn't hit the same spot that it did before. Actually, I'm going to do a different exercise because it's kind of cranking my knees. But I did it slowly, right? And I'm the master of discipline. I'm the king. I'm the muscle Mac daddy. Okay, but I did this slowly. So first thing was replace soda with 0-calorie soda, or it's something like that. Second step would be start phasing in vegetables in the place of carbs. I mean, vegetables are carbs, but they're not very many. Slowly increase the protein. Protein is the hardest to digest. It takes, I think, like 30% of the calories you get from the protein source to process it. Okay, so the more meat, protein, stuff like that you eat, the more calories you'll burn passively. Okay, I also stress out a lot. Okay, so I'm probably burning some calories just getting stressed out of my goddamn gourd, which is not healthy, and I can't recommend it, but it technically does account for some of my calorie expenditure. I'm gonna move you back a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Dude is a Walmart Andrew Tate. Duff Nug says, ladies, if you like what you see, hit me up. We'll work out the details. He has some shorter shorts he can wear. I do. Oh, they get shorter. Okay. Listen, I'm entirely too comfortable with my body. Okay. Look, regulars here know that almost everything, I'll just do it. Okay. I'll show you what you want to see. It's just the one or two things that I really can't show you. Because then I can't do streams anymore, and then I can't show you my muscles anymore. This is one way I work. Again, not that anyone cares, but I'm working on single leg strength on the one leg, mobility in the other. Oh, shit. Oh. I got into a place I couldn't get out of. Okay? Sometimes it's about spending time in these positions, and that's how you keep it. Okay, I can get it pretty stanky. Okay, I forget I need to be exercising. Okay, we'll get a little. Let's see if this works. Oh, that's so. I've already got too much. I need to do some hamstrings. Next round of legs. But we gotta move on. Okay, Walmart Andrew Tate. Leanness. Haha, you're so funny. Peacemaker is jelly, and we all know. Maybe one day Peacemaker will know. Maybe Peacemaker will make peace with himself. Probably not, but you know, whatever. Okay, Walmart Andrew Tate, that's the same thing. Oh, this is good. Peacemaker says it's like watching a bad car wreck, but gayer and a white belt. Interesting. Get dressed, damn it. No, you know what? First of all, I gotta do a Tate vote. Okay, but second of all, god damn. How do I get... Okay, why thank you, Kyle. Davey says, hi, sexy. Hi. Did Borat ever give you back your thong? No. And I specifically told him not to wash it. I like your body. Thank you. I appreciate that. You're the first dude... Vungen, you're the first dude that naked 70% and I'm still checked to watch day after day for some news. It's the same every day and left. Is the news that the explicit website has not been created? Is that the news that you're waiting on? Put some clothes on, Andrew Fake. Andrew Fake! So clever! Oh man, how did he defeat me so thoroughly? Holy shit! You are lost, brother, in a sea of other men exactly like you. Ooh, Dr. Wang says, I think someone needs my biggest extension, the 8-incher. Just to give him 2 inches. Peacemaker. Yeah, when you're coming back from negative, it's kind of hard. Davey says, I wish he was in a jockstrap. If I thought I could get away with streaming in a dance belt, which if you don't know what a dance belt is, go ahead and Google it. Don't leave the stream, but Google it, okay? I would. Because I don't care. That's the crazy thing to me is like I don't care like that. I don't care about blasting nips. And yeah, it's because I got abs. But I appreciate it. Okay, sorry, Meg. It's okay. Ms. Meg, with all that eating, what's your sleep schedule? I usually fast between 12 and 8 to avoid digestion during sleep. That is a long ass window, Meg, to fast. Holy shit. The problem with I love fasting in the morning. I just have to eat if I want to bulk a little bit, and I do want to put a little bit of extra, snossage on for you guys. But 8 hours into bedtime, that's hard. You are strong up here, too. What are you bulking to body weight wise? I don't really know. I don't think about it that much anymore because I've done it so many times. I know all I got to do is eat a little bit more and train for it, and it'll come. I've already gained like a couple pounds in a week, so it's working. I'm about 150 now. Bro is Werewolf Boy IRL. Yeah. Yeah, you know how dope that is? To be Werewolf Boy? All right. We need to do a little bit of alternate push and pull, which is going to be, actually, let's get creative. Looking mighty gay, white belt. Peacemaker, when are you going to figure out that calling me gay or fake or a white belt or baldy or whatever else, you're never going to affect my mood. You're never going to move the needle. You're never going to get outrage. You're never going to get what you want from me. Okay, and I'm going to show you why. All right, you're never going to get it. And it's sad, really, because you could be doing so many things with your life. Okay? But the cold hard truth that I've prepared for you is this. You can't troll me. You can't. You cannot. You can attempt. Brother, I have more black belts than you have balls. Okay? I got more muscles than you got. I don't even care. Look at me. You think I'm bothered by some random, anonymous dude? You're probably fake. You probably will never achieve half of the things I have. And I pity you for that. Ayo, Agent Smith says super gay. Super double dog dare you gay. How about that? He can 1v1 anyone in chat. Is that still gay? I mean, is it? Add Nicolas Cage to the list, please. I think he's on there. Oh, it's Jonathan on motorcycles. Welcome. Can you flex as hard as you can? Maybe, but then I won't be able to do all my exercises because I'll have blown out my flexors. Well, we'll do a pose at the end. We'll see how hard I can flex when I'm done. Because that's the thing. I'm not even done. We're not even close. This workout has been an hour long already, and we're still going. He looks like the hairy side of my thumb. Nice. Nicolas Cage also has hairy chest. That's true. That's true. I think mine is hairier. But that's okay. It's not a competition, right? Can you guys see? Yeah, you can see. So right now, this is stretching my triceps, also my lats, scapula, my traps, shoulders are all stretching, and I get a French press out of it, or whatever. I know that's a coffee thing. Oh, fuck. Yep, hold on. Yeah. Woo! Okay. Nice peck pop. Thank you. Any lady here? Run. Looks like Murr from Impractical Jokers. I do, don't I? I do look like Murr. That's true. 5. It's unusual to get 5 of an entire vote that is not Andrew Tate, which we've also gotten again. So that's another 1503. He looks like Bob Ross if Ross shaved his fro. I have a short of me doing a Bob Ross character with a fro. Good call. It reminds me of a coworker. You sound just like him. Do we work together? Don't tell my boss I stream. Actually do. Maybe they'll give me a raise. Peacemaker talking all that. He'll still beat your ass. Exactly. And I'll have fun doing it. I'll be playful while doing it. And I will make you look very embarrassing. But why? We don't need to do that. Happy clouds. Glenn Powell. LOL, sorry. Why? Don't be sorry. I think he would rather eat his ass. Well, a lot of people would love the opportunity. Okay. Come forward a little bit, eases the resistance. Spend a little bit more time in the stretched place. Oh yeah. Oh damn. Okay, now switch to getting some trap work in. This way. Okay, it's a bit much on the bicep, I'll have to wait. So this is kind of like a rack pull or just a hold, right? Like a shrug hold. I really trust these rings. I can't do a ton of stuff with my neck or I'll throw it out. So just a little stability work. There we go. Make sure I'm not poking out or anything. Gay Stephen Miller. Brother, Stephen Miller is the gay Stephen Miller. Inked Up Jesus says, you're a fighter. What type of martial artist? I mean, the last few years have been very karate focused. I went back and got my black belts. But I've practiced a number of things. I've done like Krav Maga, some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I'm a white belt, you know, which really upsets Peacemaker for some reason. I've done Dutch kickboxing, which is probably one of my other favorites, minus karate, just because it's like, I have a lot of like nostalgia for the karate stuff. So, and the kind of fighting where it's like, it's a little bit easier on the spine for like older Kyle. Ms. Meg says, I meant that I only eat between 12 and 8. Oh, okay. Lots of protein, veggies, carbs, and H2O. I feel as if it's perfect for me. Anyways, you can't troll me, Kyle. My fasting is perfect. It sounds great. I mean, that's how you do it. That's health, is protein, veggies, Carbs. I mean, you need carbs. Like your brain takes 30% of your sugar or your carbohydrates. So speaking of which, it's not a troll. Your skills aren't at the level of mastery black belt, and your muscles are gay. Well, the homosexuality of my muscles notwithstanding, black belt is not a belt of mastery, which you would know if you had one. I would argue that a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt is closer to mastery than any other black belt, but if you had watched I made a video on this, Peacemaker. You've had time to do research. I have a video that says your black belt doesn't matter. So you're barking up the wrong tree, okay? You're not going to upset me. I'm not going to feel like less of a man because of you call me a white belt. I don't give a shit. It's not trolling because I'm telling the truth and you actually suck. So you're hairy like a sheep. My legs are worse, I bet. Is digestion during sleep bad? Man, I may need to stop eating full meal at night. Orion, welcome. Yeah, eating a meal right before bed, you don't digest it as thoroughly. Like, because your digestive system is part of your, like, awake system. So you just don't end up absorbing things as thoroughly or as well. So, I mean, you'll still digest, but the probability that some of it is just kind of being thrown away is higher. And you can develop like acid reflux and stuff in the middle of the night, which is not good. What is halal? Halal? Peacemaker. You say I don't have a life, but the whiteboard with Andrew Tate and etc. That's what defines you. No. You are troll fodder and a white belt in BJJ. P.S. Karate is also gay and easy. Here's the thing, Peacemaker. No one thinks having a Palpatine profile icon makes you sinister in any way. No one's intimidated. Okay? I mean, really. And here's the thing, Peacemaker. The day that you decide you're done with the trolling act and you turn around, I'll be here. It'll be no harm, no foul, because I legitimately don't care. Okay? Using gay as an insult or a demeaning term towards something, again, you just keep repeating, you're gay, you're a white belt, your muscles are gay. Confront your own problems with your own sexuality first, before bringing them to everyone else, okay? You don't like Palpatine? What's wrong with it? I love Palpatine. Palpatine's one of my favorite characters. I know the tale of Darth Plagueis the Wise. He wasn't that wise, and honestly, Palpatine was not wise to kill his master before he learned the secret of immortality. Plagueis was onto it, but Sidious did not agree with the method. It was like too light side or whatever. He was like, fuck that. I'm doing consciousness transfer between the clones. Yeah, I read the expanded universe, dog. Take it as a compliment. Gay means they're jail. Oh, I know. When they say I'm gay, especially when they say it double-digit number of times, okay, they just don't remember the dreams where they're fucking me. And that's fine. He reached the end of the chat. Oh my God, I know it never happens, especially during a workout. Damn, you did read it. Oh, I did. The Yuuzhan Vong series, okay? I am personally, now here's the thing, Peacemaker. I'm personally of the opinion of the unifying force theory. Okay, some people, they're wrong, believe it's light side and dark side. Horse shit. There is no light side or dark side of the force. The force is the force. The light side or dark side is the sides within us. Okay, so you can use lightning as a light side person, but a light side person probably isn't trying to electrocute people. So it's just, there is no light side or dark side. It's all propaganda horse shit. The force is a universal field that unites everything. Okay? Light side, dark side, doesn't matter. Because even when, look at the fucking prophecy, dog. Okay? The Sith get destroyed, then the Jedi flourish, but then very powerful Sith develop, right? Two Sith that are worth 10,000 Jedi, wipe out all the Jedi, then the Jedi come back. It's a balancing game. If you kill off either side, they just come back. It's just the Avatar cycle. They just come back around, okay? Learn to balance the Force within yourself. All right? Anyway. Okay, you're not gay, I'm sorry. See, I knew we would get there, and that's fine. Gay Kyle equals comfortable within his own skin Kyle. That's more masculine than most think. That's a thing, and they won't understand, is that the fact that I don't care. It's like the guy who makes jokes about having a small dick likely doesn't, right? Because either he's really comfortable with it, but if he were self-conscious about it, he wouldn't bring it up, right? So the joke is so comfortable that you start thinking maybe his dick's enormous, right? Listen, the less you care about that stuff, the more success you will have. I'm so comfortable. You have no idea. Meg gets it. Star Wars brings us together. Gay is good. Star Wars is good. I love Darth Maul. Shadowhunter. I think it was the book. I think that's a thing that's coming. Maybe the movie or whatever it is based on it. But it was good. Like if you get into best anal analogy, my bad. Oh yeah, Ryan, of course. Okay, I'm gonna try a wacky. Oh man, we'll see how this goes. I need to do a hamstring exercise, and I haven't done this one in maybe a year. Not sure. I need to bring you with me. Come here. Come here. Okay, Peacemaker, here's the real test. All right? And this is a test with a correct answer. Okay, I'm going to sleep and I sub because you like Star Wars. Thank you, Peacemaker. Before you go, Jar Jar Binks, the secret Darth Lord of the Sith, or a stupid duck man? This is a test. Pick one. I need to know. Secret Darth Lord. No. You failed the test, dog. No. Jar Jar Binks sucks. I hate him, and I'm gonna take over the Sith, and I'm gonna kill him. Duckman, sweaty tacos gets it. What? Why? Horny Duckman. Duckman. Shower time. Bye, baby. Bye, Meg. Thanks for showing up. We'll see you very soon, okay? Mwah. All right. Oh, I'm gonna have to pull out something I had. Well, relax. I need my lifting belt. Did I? Oh, man. Can you see this? No, good. No, I think it's still out here. Give me 1 minute. Give me a minute. No, not there. What the hell? I need my lifting belt. Here it is. All right, this is going to be interesting to film. I don't know how it's going to read. Baby, hi, handsome. Hi. Sup, Ola Soy? You know Jar Jar was talking into that Sith bussy. So funny. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna strap my legs down and then do a reverse Nordic. Big ball, small shaft, or long shaft, little ball. What if I told you there's a secret third option? I missed the past few lines, but I've returned. It's okay, Ola. We missed you. You're here. It's happening. How are you? How have you been? Oh, the music stopped. All right. So I'm gonna move this a little bit this way. All right. Gosh. Okay. Yeah. Vungen. Every time I aspired to go to gym, pushing hard for like a month, got a small progress, then I'm over satisfied of current body and sign off gym for another decade. Any suggestion? You got to find a reason to go to the gym that you enjoy. So it's like something about what you're doing you don't enjoy. I like lifting weights and doing resistance training. So if that's not what you like, maybe it's swimming, maybe it's playing a sport, maybe it's you want to do karate, and so you work on your karate muscles, right? You got to find a reason why outside of just showing up and doing it. Best Foot Forward by ya boy Swift. I'm gonna go back and watch all the OG Star Wars movies. Oh man, I need to do that too. It's been a long time. Hi MMX. By the way, I can now deadlift 540. Fuck. That is a lot. That's my best ever was 585. So I know what 540 feels like. Feels heavy as fuck. My uncle took me to see Cars 2 in theaters in Aruba. And after, he took me to Arby's for roast beef sandwiches. And then he touched me in the parking lot. Well, Arby's, I feel like that's not the first time that's happened in an Arby's. Thank you very much. You're welcome. All right, let's see if this reads. Okay, so I'm gonna put my gams up here, strap them in with a weight belt, right? I'm not gonna spend $500 on a Nordic bench when I got this. Okay, so I've strapped my legs in. All right, this is the time for screenshots and/or to take advantage. Okay, a lot of the pervs are missing out. Okay. So I'm using the resistance band to give me some assistance because I cannot for the life of me do this normally. All right, here we go. That's the idea. And I'm initiating with the hamstrings to start the pull upward. Oh, man. Feels nice. Oof. And you can do modifications, right? You can kind of do this like straight out, straight back kind of thing, where it kind of cuts the contraction in half. Very scalable. Oh God. It's been a long time since I've needed this much resistance band. Okay. All right. What do we think of the Nordic? I gotta grab the calf machine too. Damn. I can actually do a normal push-up after years of not having enough upper body strength to do it, which is low-key great. Low-key, Kirkenuanly, that is amazing. Congrats, Ola. Do you know how many people can't do a push-up? I mean, You've experienced that before, but that's like most people can't actually do a push-up. You would be surprised. So don't sell yourself short. Salty Tostito finished. Thank you. Oh, good. Okay. 585. That must have sucked. Yeah, that's where I tore a ligament in my back and fucked up a bunch of other things. Do it with a Superman chest. It will help. When are you going to start putting some weight on and exercising? Yeah, you have some muscle, but it doesn't look real. What do you mean it doesn't look real? What do you mean? What do you mean it's not real? Ola says, it took a really long time. I've worked out for 4 years now, off and on, and finally started doing things I hate. Arms. Nice. And honestly, it's only like when you start doing those things that you realize like, oh, it's not really as bad as I don't want to do it. A lot of benefits. And that muscle, like, it shapes everything, right? So you can like sort of shape your body to a certain degree, right? It'd be a waste to forget the arms. I mean, shit, look at what my arms have done for me on these lives, right? Okay, what was I gonna do? Calf machine. All right, can you see this? Good. All right. Calf machine. Joshua says, what was the hardest part of doing a push-up for you? Hi, Andrew Tate. Thank you. Hello. Welcome to stream. How are you doing? Is that right? No, it's backwards. Going backwards and upside down messes me up. There we go. 1504. Only a matter of time till we break 2,000. Ola Soy says, I couldn't get up, I could get down, and I just straight up hover, which was odd because I had the strength to hold myself but not push up. That's not strange. That makes perfect sense. Oh God, 154 today. No, this isn't in one day. The Tate count has been going on for a couple months. One day? No. Do you think I could stream? I've been called Tate 2,000 times in a day? I mean, hell, maybe when things pop off, I do have some Andrew Tate content coming. Okay? Everyone said it so much that I just decided to lean in. Now, this is like a stepper that you're supposed to like step with your whole foot, but I use this only as a calf machine. I guess we hit the end of the music. Oh. Get your eyes up here. Why do you have that Amazon walk thing? That's so goofy. So I can do things like that. Hola soy. My goal is to be able to do 10 push-ups without stopping. Right now I'm at 4. 4's huge. To go from none to 4 is huge. Push-ups using my knees, however, I can do 12 without having to take a second. See, but you're already learning of like there's scales, right? The knees versus feet, but there's also the, like, before you can push up, you have to be able to hold yourself. That makes sense. And before you can hold yourself, you have to be able to slow yourself down. It's the same thing with anything else. If you want to do pull-ups, I would suggest you start here and then just slow yourself down, and then you work until you can hold yourself here, and then you work until you can go like this, and then work till you go like this. Same thing. That applies to pretty much everything in life. Nice calves. Thank you. Calves are stubborn. You need progressive overload. Yes, and there are a number of ways I load my calves, but as a dancer, I do a lot of single leg work. So I'm doing a lot of like body weight calf presses. Modified push-ups are perfect progression. Salty does push-ups to failure and then modify to failure. Talking about a drop set. I like that shit. Okay. Let's get the music going again. This is my favorite, like, filter for, this is the YouTube audio library. So it's my favorite for that. So I'm learning the playlist. Do you know using your knees doesn't help? It's just what? Something strength? What? Hey, Kyle, would you let a stranger like me come in your house and work out with you? Probably not. I don't let people I only let a very select number of people I know work out here. It must be earned. But when I train some people, and I'll take them to like Planet Fitness or something like that too. I may be wrong though, I don't know. Watch the World Cup. I don't really care about soccer though. Sorry. I like this playlist. You have a pretty cool setup, Kyle, especially because you're skinny. The abs aren't that well defined. Okay. We have a nice physique for someone that's old. Wow, Joshua, thank you. Oh, okay. Like I said, I may be wrong. You're strong. Thank you. I've done a one-arm pull-up before. I just don't train them. Work more on the triceps? More? More triceps? Really? More? You think more? I think they dominate the arm too much. I think I need a little more like rear delt because see, this is all tricep and I'm missing the cap. But you know what? Thank you for the feedback. I appreciate it. Don't get a lot of bodybuilders in here. They only look big when you flex. True. Oh, so I tried making a morning schedule to work out in the mornings and afternoons, and the morning working out time means I can't eat an actual breakfast. It's balancing it is hard, and it's hard when you have to do one or the other, and it's like, well, I can't not eat because it throws everything off, right? Because I don't have time. I hear you. Dude, I play soccer, though, and that's great, Orion. And I envy your legs, okay? That's what I care about. I care about the skills, like the diving skills and the massive fucking wheels that soccer players have. Brianna is a regular on stream. She plays soccer. I call her horse legs every time because I love the idea of giant fucking quads on a regular you know. Your triceps are really nice. Thank you, I appreciate that. Okay, I need to get some forearm in. I blasted the buys pretty heavy earlier, so I need to be kind of conservative. Joshua, hey Kyle, you're a pretty cool dude. Thank you. you ever considered going on a bulk? Because you can't get big if all you're doing is body weight exercises. I challenge that. I have been on a bulk. I've been 220 pounds once as a bodybuilder and once as a power lifter. So, I mean, obviously I wasn't as lean at 220, but I've been big. I think my arms were 17 and a half inches. I had 27-inch quads. So I'm old, like you said. So I've been through a few cycles. I'm only now soft bulking. I'm doing a very light, lean bulk, just to add a little bit of meat. Ola Soy, it's when school mornings start. I'd have an hour and a half to get ready. 25 minutes of working out plus 10 minutes of stretching plus a 15-minute shower. Makeup and hair for 25 minutes. Some people are going to give you grief for doing hair and makeup, but nowadays, that's just part of the game. Oh, Meg. Okay, I came back. Really? Could I do an easy workout with you at your place? I'm not a gym gal. Ah, I see. Don't want any prying eyes, right, Meg? Need some personal training? Okay? Because I get personal, all right? We talk about it all. What is your definition of an easy workout? Because you do modalities that I don't, and I know are extremely difficult. Use a weight vest, Kyle. I don't have my weight vest anymore. I got rid of it. Meaning I have barely any time for anything else. I know, Ola Soy, and it sucks because it's like I can be responsible and do all the healthy things I'm supposed to do, but that's all I can do today. Trust me. As an adult, as a working adult, I think about that all the time. Like, I only have time to do necessary stuff today. When's my time? Oh, I don't know about that, yeah? Stop gooning, Unc. I'm not the one gooning. Everyone else here is the gooners. How old are you? Who are you asking, Orion? I'm late 30s. Yeah, especially because of the injuries you have, it can be risky to work out hard. See, Joshua? You understand. Okay? And hopefully not from personal experience. But yeah, the injuries, I would be 185 pounds shredded, okay, doing karate out my ass if I could. But I can't. So, it's something that I've struggled with. I've come to terms with it now. Partially because everyone tells me I'm so pretty. That's very nice. But I've had to give up a lot of those. I love lifting heavy. Are you kidding me? I love 1 rep maxes. I love getting huge, meaty cannons. Okay? I love it. I just did it too much, too quickly. Okay, now, back to calves. You're so not gay, and I mean that. You have no idea how not gay I am. What do you mean? You aren't that old. But to Joshua, who I assume is pretty young, Ola Soy says, hair and makeup are my livelihood as a curly-haired girl with a love for eyeliner. And nobody can take that from me. Exactly. You will have to take my head before you take my eyeliner from my grip. I see you, Ola. Carl, you should focus on progressive overload. Joshua, I'm getting a fitness is your special interest vibe, which I love. Okay, I love that. I know all about progressive overload. I've done push-pull legs. I've done PHUL, PHAT, or whatever. Power hypertrophy, you know. I've done NSUN's programs, 531. I've done German volume training. I've done Bulgarian training, Olympic lifting, squat every day protocols. I've done CrossFit. I've done almost every exercise that exists. The only thing I haven't done is like strongman. Legs are important, they are. But I'm a dancer, so if I have really heavy legs, it's hard to lift them. Salty says, I have about 18 inches right now. I'm happy about. Hey, that's a lot. That's, I don't know if happy, I think concerned maybe. Olasoy, I knew someone who had fitness as a special interest. They were not very nice to me. I'm sorry. Sometimes, you know, it's they lose themselves in the sauce. I think you probably know. Okay. Another set of calves. Actually, another set of water bottle, I think. We're close to the end. We'll do a little pose down after we're finished. Oh, my ankle's popping. Oh. Woo! Like my wool socks and short shorts. Have you ever done Jane Fonda's workout? No. Wouldn't be opposed to it though. 18 long or thick? What? Thick? What? Give us a picture when you were a bodybuilder. I don't have a lot. I have a couple in some of my videos, but I can't remember which ones. Ola Soy. I also ended up becoming someone with a fitness interest when I was eating less than 700 calories. That was a lovely time. You were learning. Ms. Meg, what about running? Ever get into marathons? Not really. I am very much fast twitch dominant. So in like long distance endurance has never been something I've succeeded at. I think the most I've ever run is maybe 5 miles in 1 hour, but that's the max. So the other thing with running is like the impact, like nowadays I would consider it, but the shifting in the pelvis constantly is doing this to my spine, and then when you add the impact, problem is if I like get to a point where it's too much, I've now run away from home, right? So now I need to get back, and that prevents me. I do a lot of like recumbent bike. It's not very good cardio, you know, but I've just never been a big runner. I like to sprint, but again, it's the fast twitch in me. So I think you could outlast me, Meg, significantly. You're in good shape for someone that had a lot of surgeries. I haven't had surgeries, but I've had a lot of injuries. So there's not one surgery that can fix all my problems. Plus, part of it is I have scoliosis, so it's minor. Like most people can't tell, but it's enough that it bends that way, so the compressive load just like cranks everything. Joshua, you would be very surprised if you heard the full list of injuries. Hi, Ryan. Have you ever worked out with Richard Simmons? No, but I would have loved to. What is Kyle doing, bro? No one ever really truly knows. Can I work out with you? I would love to do a group workout, but everyone's probably thinking about a private workout, right? Kyle's physique isn't bad. It's kind of deceiving because of all the hair. That's Joshua, you're wise beyond your years. Yes, the hair hides a lot of the fibers that you would normally see. Ola Soy, question, why did a kettlebell workout make my sides and back sore more than abs? Like not back pain, it feels working sore. Duff Nug says tremendous. Depending on, it could be the different movements you're doing, right? If you're doing the same movements with a dumbbell, you work a lot of the same things, but it's the movements, right? Like, assuming you're doing this sort of stuff with dumbbells and not explosive. Maybe you are, I don't know. Either way, a dumbbell, the weight is right around your fist, so it's very close to your point of contact. With a kettlebell, the weight is significantly farther away. So not only is it harder on your wrist and everything else, but that means the load is farther away from your body, which increases the length of the lever against your core. So you have to stabilize that. This is one reason why I can't do a lot of things like out here, because the leverage on the spine is intense, right? It's such a long lever. When it's closer, it's easier, and I can do things like it's easier to hold something here than it is out here. It's because these stabilizers. So when you're doing the kettlebell and it gets far away from you and you're controlling it, that's where you're using all these obliques as well. I mean, kettlebell workouts are just more three-dimensional anyway. I know a lot of it is fat, definitely not as lean as I ought to be. Ought to be for what? For what? What should you look like? Okay, now flex as hard as you can, bro. We're not even done. Are you gay? Your voice sounds gay. I'm not gay. Speak with your man voice. I think you want to hear my relaxed. It's difficult with the microphone because if I speak like this, you probably have a hard time hearing me because it's here in my throat. But I can't project that far out, right? I have to use a ton of air to project that. So I have to talk up here in a register where it actually comes out. I don't know if it's at Planet Fitness for all I care. Well, all right. What's up, Sensei? What's up, Angel? How you doing? Speak with your man voice. Joshua, you're showing your lack of experience and immaturity. You're doing a really great job. Thank you, Duff Nug. Thank you. See, if I had a microphone that worked with the live stream, I could just talk in my normal voice and not have to like shout at you, which increases the tension of my vocal cords, which ups the pitch. Well, you sound gay. Your voice is annoying. You sound like you're exaggerating it. Well, Josh, no one is keeping you here if it's too difficult. Okay? I don't care, MB. Ola Soy says, what music? I don't know how to say that word. Is playing on the TV. I'm happy again. Angel's doing good, Sensei. You? I'm doing pretty good. Josh was trying to turn me back into a bodybuilder. He's trying to reactivate my body dysmorphia. How's the volume? Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it tried to translate it. Hosier. Okay, thank you. Hosier. Bro, you're like the good version of Andrew Tate. Exactly, Sir John. That's why you got knighted, because you're so smart, right? I am like the opposite of Andrew Tate. I actually can fight. I'm a good guy. I don't need to take anyone's passport in order to climax or anything. So, you know, things are pretty good. Okay. I'm gonna do bent leg. So the bent leg is gonna hit the soleus. These aren't even my biggest muscles. They just appear large. The big one is this, underneath it, you see? Soleus, that is like 80% of my calf bulk, which is when your leg is bent at 90 degrees. That's the one that activates here. When you're standing up straight, you get this round guy. Okay, but this big old diamond, soleus. Anyway, let's just do it. Oh, that's not bad. It is ass towards the camera, but whatever. That's what everyone loves. Okay. We need to do a little core. God, this workout's been so long. It's Irish. He's the guy that sang, "Take me to church." Oh, okay, I see. Jerry Wilco says, I was doing jujitsu and I felt his wiener touch my back. I didn't care. Good for you. You're maturing, Jerry. Joshua says, you used to be huge. I did. But you have to eat to be huge. Okay? Eating 4,800 calories a day was a nightmare and it felt awful. That's the other problem is like bulking doesn't feel good. Orion says, what state are you in? I've not revealed that yet. You were better when you were bigger. You were better when you were a bodybuilder. I had that kind of attitude when I was young, too. Duff Nug says, we have to set up a fight between you and Andrew Tate. Please. Nice calves and socks, bro. Thank you. What's the obsession with muscle size? As a girl, I think an athletic guy looks better than a ripped guy. Yeah, but guys don't understand that. And they don't ask you. And then when you tell them that, they don't believe you, right? They want to believe being as enormous as possible is the answer because that's their caveman brain, okay? I know because I had it. He'll eventually learn there's more to life than being the largest male in the room, and that day will come. Not soon, but eventually. It's okay. Where did all your muscle go? I stopped eating for it. Well, and then I hurt my back again, and I started walking with a cane. I had to rebuild the strength in my core and spine over like a year and a half to walk again. And then I started doing karate, and then I hurt my back again. So now I'm back on bodybuilding. Guess those muscles didn't last. That's another lesson for you, is that if you do not keep them up, they go away. So how much is it worth, spending every single second of every day tracking all of that stuff to maximize it? If it's just going to slip away, I don't know. Even I aspire to look strong, but not huge. Olasoy 100% agrees, says Orion. We guys want to be bigger than the guy next to us. That's true. That's true. So they're working out for the male gaze. So with guys thinking you have to be jacked to be attractive, it's like girls thinking they have to be super thin to be attractive. Exactly. They're not asking the dudes who are like, that's not important to me, or the people where it's like, that's actually not what they're into at all. You don't know. And because of social media has made it worse, right? Everyone has these expectations because we put the most extreme examples online, which is why Josh was telling me I don't have any muscles or whatever. Because if you look at bodybuilders all day I look like a string bean. Glenn Powell. Glenn Kyle. Salty, what's your opinion? I'm 6'4". What do you think is a healthy body weight range? I don't want to lose my size, but I feel fat. That's going to depend on how you feel. Like, if you feel better at a certain body fat percentage, I would, like, if being this lean felt awful, but being at like 15% or something felt good, I would say be there. There's like a healthy range between like 10 to 20% is the best for men in terms of like hormonal health. And generally, when they do studies of women, at least, they find that women tend to go for guys in the 10 to 15%, but it extends up to about 20% for men, for like attractive figures. You let yourself go, Kyle. Oh, I did, didn't I? I'm all wasted. I'm all gone. Me too, Ola. I want to do push-ups. For real. I have a random urge to work out and it's 12 a.m. Well, you can do Grease the Groove. Are you familiar with that? Josh, I'd be embarrassed if I looked like you, Kyle, because most men aspire to be big like Sam Sulek. And most men will never, ever, ever be half as big as Sam Sulek. You'll try. You'll spend a lot of money trying and a lot of time. And you'll injure yourself just like I did. I don't want that for you. But if you chase size above everything else, you will be left exactly where everyone else is. Right here, buddy. Right here. It only lasts as long as you keep it up. Can you do that infinitely? No. You will grow old one day. You will grow tired. You will grow busy. In time, you'll understand. Salty is going to do 10 push-ups for every one that you do. Oh, La Soy, that's huge. Okay, the music's a bit much. Battery's dying too, so I gotta hurry up. All right, let's get some core in. Gym builds show muscle, not actual strength, so who cares if your muscles aren't on show so much? I'd rather have strength and be strong than have show muscles. Yeah, and I mean, that's the thing, is the people that don't understand that, the logic will never matter. Maybe they'll eventually get back around to like normal, but those people don't understand that they're not normal. You know, they're not looking at normal bodies, which is why I come on here and I'm like, whatever, you know, like I'm like Josh. It's like, well, I've lost a lot of muscle, whatever. According to Instagram extreme standards. But according to normal ass people, I'm pretty fucking fit. So, you know, it's like, if you just get into your actual surroundings instead of the online space, you learn that it's not important to be the largest person possible. You can just be a little bit bigger than everyone else, and then you're the top dog in your pool. Okay? Josh will learn. In time. I'm going to give you the front-on view instead. I always give you the side view for this one. Orion says, my abs suck. I need my ab workout for the day. Sam Sulek is jacked and never got injured. For now. Sam Sulek is on the road to a pec tear or a bicep tear. He doesn't do... I watch Sam Sulek. He doesn't do full-range preacher curls, so he stops here. So he's extremely weak in the most vulnerable position. One day it's going to slip and it's going to go. The thing that he's so afraid of, he's going to make happen. He doesn't stretch his chest when he benches because he doesn't want to tear a pec. But it's going to be the reason he tears a pec, because that range is not strong. He pushes super heavy weight because he's young, because he can get away with it. He will get injured. It will impair him. And you will not remember that we had this conversation, and it won't matter. So it's fine. Orion says, that's not true. Marsmello, I'd be quite content if I looked like Kyle. He's in great shape. Thank you, Marsmello. Again, I think Josh was a little bit like, you know, online, bodybuilding.com pilled, Instagram pilled. Okay. Actually, this is good. I can get some hip flexor work. If you separate the feet, if they become harder to control. If you can press inward together, it becomes easier to lift it up. But oh, fuck my shoulder. Ugh. Sam Sulek is also extremely unhealthy. Yes, and the substances he's taking to be that size are going to age him rapidly. Bumbas. Sam Sulek is a fucking idiot. He's very young, and yeah, but he has to learn that on his own. He has to make those choices. Are you somehow part of the LGBT community? If you feel appropriate to answer. I am a little bit of everything. So I am a little bit of, well, not every community. Salty Tostito, bet, let me know what you do. Josh, it took Sam Sulek a long time to get huge. That's his passion. He's genetically gifted. He isn't unhealthy either. Joshua, he eats like enormous boxes of Krispy Kremes, and he trains to failure, and he does his cardio. Good. Being that big is not healthy. You want to think it's healthy because you want to be that large. It's not. It's hard. Sam Sulek's organs are taking damage, okay? He's just young, so he hasn't figured that out yet. You work hard to gain real muscle. Your speech is out. Really? Having show muscles is cool if you're natural. Bro is blasting gear. Sam is on a huge, like, a lot of substances. I did 2 regular push-ups and 10 knee push-ups for funsies. Hell yeah. Nice. Good for you. Salty Tostito's gonna match. Come on, Kyle, let's work out for real. Do some push-ups and pull-ups. I thought you said calisthenics are for pussies or whatever. Ola Soy, if you think push-ups and pull-ups are the only workouts, you really need to broaden what you do. Yes, Kyle, leg raises, yes. Ola Soy says, I'm gonna be honest, looking up Sam Sulek, I see absolutely no appeal whatsoever. And then Orion says, for real, hello. Mad Acoustic, Master Myrrh. Welcome to stream. It's good to see you. We're towards the end here, but you know how we do. Myrrh has gotten a good representation tonight. 6 votes, unusual. But we did cross 1,500 earlier. You missed it, but it was, one of my Horcruxes disappeared. Marsmello out. See you next stream, Kyle. I will see you next stream. Thank you for being here. What's your favorite color? Mine's blue. Mine is a dark green. Salty says, hola, I'm Puerto Rican. Ola Soy, looking at Sam Sulek and thinking he isn't unhealthy because you want to look like him is like me looking at a model from the 2000s, God, and saying she's healthy because I want to look like her. Right, it's because, thin is the opposite of fat, so that must be good. It's like, it's just the surface level thinking, right? Muscles, good. Muscles, healthy, good. It's caveman thinking. You just have to go through it. We all have to do it. Calisthenics are what builds strength, not gym. Facts. I've built a lot of strength doing either, and what I can tell you is that strength from calisthenics transfers to weightlifting. Weightlifting does not always transfer to calisthenics. Orion says, failure is a lot of what it is, but typically for soccer to last longer in a full game, and it's a long and fast sprint. Gaston type stuff, apparently. Yeah. Yeah. But again, it's like you gotta, it's a canon event. It seems like you have to, like, fucking teenage boys have to go through the whole, like, be huge, be enormous. You know, I went through it. I understand. And it's also very rewarding when you walk into a room and you are the largest and people look at you and they go, oh, Jesus. You're like, oh, yeah, I'm the fucking. People are afraid of you, which you think you take as a compliment early on, but then later you realize it makes you a psychopath. So it just takes time. Hey, Kyle, my brother is deaf. Do you think you can put subtitles on? I don't know if I can do that. I think you might be able to do that. 5 dozen egg mukbang coming soon. Hello, nude. Hello, interesting profile picture. Can't really see. I want to see your underwear. Gaston's morning routine. That's my underwear right there. Yeah, you like that? Huh? Right there? There you go. I know what you meant by that, but I can't show that on YouTube or I would be banned. All right, I need to do, I'll be right back. No one. Expectorating. I'm unusually good at expectorating. Gaston. I'm gonna have to edit that out now. Boxer? Nude says, take it off right now. Relax. Orion says, hi. Olasoy says, I remember the phase where my dinner was boiled egg whites, tuna, and seaweed. Damn, that's hardcore. LMAO, I both yearn for that and wonder what the hell I was doing. Well, if you can do it in moderation. You just can't, subside on that. Arenas says, as a pretty skinny guy, I like the goofy feeling of flexing muscles versus another guy. The goofy feeling? What does that mean? God damn it, now that Gaston song's stuck in my head. I'm usually good at expectorating. Means spitting. Okay? Oh, come on. My fucking hammies. I'll do another set of abs. Salty says, I know it'll be probably taxing to the body, but it'd be cool for you to stream with striking technique. I would love to. That's the problem is I have to be super conservative and I'm not good I forget. That's another big problem is I forget that I'm trying to take it easy and then I don't. And then I'm like, oh shit. We are nude together. We come into this world nude. And by God, I will leave it nude as well. Can I have some tips to last longer in a sprint? Yeah. So depending on what you already know, you might already know about foot stride and stuff like that. So the big ones are you need to have a ball strike. And you need to be underneath your hips, right? One thing that I notice is if I lean just a little bit far forward, like until I'm just off balance and I run in that place, it feels more energy efficient. The other thing that I'll do is instead of thinking like legs go down, I think pull them up as fast as possible, right? So when I'm sprinting max speed, or when I did, um, I focused more on the hamstring, getting that foot off the ground as soon as possible, right? As little ground contact time as possible. So if you can cycle your legs faster, you can run faster, right? So a lot of times I think you focus on the push because it's running and that feels like the primary thing. But a lot of it too is getting that knee up. So the other thing I would do to increase your sprint would be to work on your hip flexors and driving that knee up as like powerfully and as quickly as possible. Bam, maybe with weights, right? Because that hip flexor drive is going to be the thing that pulls your leg through the middle, right? And the sooner it gets there, the sooner you can put that leg down again and move on to the next stride. So that's what I would do, not being a sprinter. Makisma says, I'm naked. Soup Kitchen? Olasoy says, eat 5 dozen eggs. Be roughly the size of a barge. Only way to get those women who read. Like, exactly. Exactly. The guy who's never asked a woman her opinion in his life is convinced that that's what the nerdy girls really want, you know? All right, I need to do abs again. No one. Okay. Oh, fuck. The momentum. Oh, fuck. Okay. I'm unusually good at expectorating. You know what I mean? My white hairs are showing. You're pretty good at singing. Thank you. I'm a triple threat. For all legal purposes, that is a joke. You're very clever, Ola. I literally can't fall asleep. Well, the giant beam of light in your eyeballs in front of your face is probably not helping. Kyle, even though you have injuries, can you do squats? I assume you're talking about barbell back squats, and the answer is no. I can't take the compression anymore. I have bone spurs on my vertebrae. I have arthritis in my spine. I have a partially torn ligament, bulging discs, herniated discs. I have bone on bone on the vertebrae. It's extremely painful. So it's not worth it to me. I can't. Ola is telling Salty Tostito to go to sleep. Go to sleep. I'm trying, love. Somebody give me both nice and cruel motivations to why I should go on a run tomorrow morning. Because when the, quote, shit hits the fan, right? Be it a zombie apocalypse, be it a normal apocalypse, all the people like Joshua think that the huge dudes will just run on all fours and dominate the wasteland and tear people apart and, you know, eat them or something, right? No, you're going to need to be able to move. Moving more quickly than someone else has been one of humanity's key survival strategies, is being able to get away. Like, I can't run like effectively with my injuries. I'm slower. So if I can never catch you, my muscles don't matter, right? apocalypse training has gotten me through a lot of workouts. Kyle, you should definitely work out in bulk. You have some definition on the muscle, but if you want to reach Arnold's build, you should probably lift harder at the gym. What if I told you I don't want Arnold's build? Focus on dumbbells and chest press. I'm good. Chest press, chest press. See, Ola Soy beat me to it. What if he doesn't want to? That doesn't occur to Joshua because Joshua desperately wants Arnold's build. Salty Tostito says, Joshua, I don't know if you understand this. It's not possible to be Arnold without gear. He also had God tier genetics. Yeah, even with gear, you could take the same stack as him, which you should not. Even if you did, you would not look like Arnold. You would look like you. That's a thing that is like the fitness industry doesn't tell you. You can't look like another person. You can only look like certain versions of yourself. Olasoy says, I need to be convinced to run in the morning because it's like in the high 90s all week, but I got to start running. Well, then just start microdosing it. Do one lap. And then if you can do that, if you can get out the door, you'll be like, well, one lap was stupid. I'll do two, you know? It's do the bare minimum. Especially on a hot day, check the box. You know what I mean? The habit is more important than doing a crazy ass workout, especially if you're just starting up again. Orion says, Ola Soy, running is a good exercise, and I 100% think you should go on a run, maybe once a week. That's a good idea. Joshua says, yes, Kyle, the leg raises are good, but your abs are made in the kitchen. Oh my God. Okay. John, I appreciate you wanting to improve my bodybuilding journey. I appreciate that. I'm currently bulking. So it's just, I'm not going to try and put on a ton of fat necessarily. I've already softened up from like a week ago. But we're okay. I'm old, so it's going to take me longer. Orion, it just makes me so freaking nauseous and lightheaded. Oh, well, honestly, Ola, if it makes you nauseous and lightheaded, I wouldn't do it. I would wait until the weather gets a little bit easier. Or run, well, I can't tell you to run at night. That's not a good idea. You could, no. It's harder in the summer. But if you're feeling nauseous and lightheaded and you're running like away from someone who could call, I don't know. I kind of worry about that. I honestly think the workout could be made up somewhere else with minimal loss. You don't even need to run, just jog something to ease back into it, right? Come on, Kyle, why would you mess yourself up, man? How so? Oh, and the hot temperatures doesn't help. You can go to a gym in the treadmill. Yes, and that's heat exhaustion is a real thing. Joshua, Kyle, if you hop on PEDs and lift light because of the injuries, the muscle, you'll get through hard work and the rest will prevent future injuries. Here we go. At least he's honest about it. I don't want to take PEDs because if you do, here's the thing that they don't want to tell you, Joshua. If you start and you stay on it for any significant amount of time, you need them forever. Your ability to produce your own, hormones, it will be cut off. Sometimes it can be recovered. Sometimes it can't, right? But there's going to come a day when you're older where you're not going to want to have to drive to the doctor's, schedule a doctor's appointment, drive to the doctor's appointment, get your blood tested, and get approval to pay for someone to give you the hormones that I never gave up because I wasn't impatient, right? PEDs are a shortcut, but if you are not at the highest levels of bodybuilding or whatever, all you're going to do is neuter yourself. And you won't understand until it's too late. So, as a grown man approaching his 40s, I will never need testosterone injections. I will never need anything like that because I, again, was patient. And I got to 220 and I realized I do not want to be bigger than this. It sucks. It sucks to be super heavy and you don't fit in anywhere and you sit in the car and your lats spill out on the sides of this car seat, okay? At first it's cool, but then it gets annoying and then it hurts. It just hurts to be you. And you take 3-pound shits every day because of the 5,000 calories. Again, if you had done the bulks that you're talking about, you would understand this. I had to forcibly stretch my stomach on a schedule to get larger. Okay? Not comfortable. It was painful. By the way, where are you, just so I can get an average temp, and you state or country? Last time I heard of a reasonable reason to take steroids was when I had poison ivy rashes. Those are different. Those steroids are like for inflammation and for medical reasons. They're different. Hello, I am. What does that mean? Hola soy. Oh. Salty Tostito. Joshua, not true. Your muscles will grow, but your ligaments, joints, and tendons won't be affected by gear. Exactly. And then you rip shit, and then your bicep looks weird forever, which I don't care about. But Joshua does. Olasoy says, Orion, I live in the South, like cornbread and racism South. The deep South. South. Where you gotta say it with an A. South. You gotta go around the word. I love a stereotypical deep Southern accent. I don't know what it is. It just, it tickles me so right. I like, Southern belles are a bit of a weakness. Sounds fun. I don't share the exact state, but yeah, very smart. Ola, do not. Joshua Khan, what's your phone number? Why do you want my phone number? It's fine. I just needed the temp average. That's why you store it in a cabinet. What does that mean? Can you spoof flex like Arnold? I don't know what that means. You've been asking for a flex, and I've been dilly-dallying. Okay, so I'll do a decent flex. If I do, I have the power to tear my own shit apart. So I'm not gonna do a max. All right, but we'll do. Actually, I'm gonna need you. Okay, we'll end stream pretty soon, so we'll just do a final pose down. I gotta eat. I gotta bulk. Joshua's reignited my body dysmorphia. Joshua says, my dad was on him for 40 years. He never had health issues. He got off and still worked out hard and has an amazing physique. That's great. That's like if I said, well, it doesn't matter. Trying early and mid-spring. Ola Soy's exactly, well, that's just your dad. Right. My dad has 20-inch calves. He doesn't do calf presses. He walks. I will never have 20-inch calves. I'm not my father. Okay, but my father has not been walking around with a six-pack for his whole life, but I have. Because he's not me. All right? All right. Restored says, I'm at 300 testosterone and I'm 42. Should I get on TRT? I'm not really sure what the expected... I've never looked into the hormone side of it because I didn't care for personal reasons. That... I don't know what the average number is. 300 sounds low, but maybe for your age, it's not. But you're not that old. I don't know. I think you should get blood work done. Well, you probably already have. But talk to your doctor in terms of the risks versus benefits. Get a front double by. Okay, let's do a little legs. Ola Soy says, I overworked out and ate less than I should have and still never got underweight. Doesn't mean it's a good idea. Yep, moderation is the key. I know it's not cool, but it is the way. Okay, not bad. Not bad. My hamstrings are very small, but that's just how they are. I'm very quad heavy, very arm heavy. Okay. But let's get a little back. I don't get to see this part, so I don't know how good it looks. Okay, but my lats. All right, the one that I'm flexing now is the hip flexor up here. You can't see it, but it's so good. It's so good that I want to do hypertrophy work just for my hip flexor to make it even better. Okay, here's the thing, Joshua. I can't have comments promoting that kind of stuff. Okay, I think that's good. It's a bad idea. Don't do that. I know they're different, Kyle's, for comedy purposes. Well, and I'm telling this, that's really for Joshua's benefit. You're Ola Soy, you're very smart. I'm no offense, I'm very surprised for how young you are at like how much you seem to understand. It's not good for you. Don't overwork yourself. Ola Soy is that's in the past. Yeah. No. I'm all good now. It's just to give an idea of Joshua. Because it didn't bother one person doesn't mean it won't affect another. Exactly. Okay, there's some flirting going on. Joshua, look at Arnold. He didn't end up like Ronnie Coleman, but he could have. Ola Soy says, that's 2 beautifuls in one day, and one came from my mom. Shout out to Salty Tostito and my mom for making me less insecure for the next 48 hours. Good. And see, once you get a few examples of it, like I get in stream, then it's like, oh, it makes the haters, less, they stand out a lot less. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna make that 3. It's not offensive. Damn, dog, it would work. Salty Tostito says, Ronnie Coleman was lifting significantly heavier weight and was on more gear and is a lot bigger than Arnold. True. Arnold was like 240? 270 in the off season or something. Ronnie Coleman was like 300 lean. It's a totally different animal. And yeah, Arnold was not rowing fucking 700 pounds or whatever. Josh, you should definitely lift harder, Kyle, if you want your quads to be bigger. It's all about hitting failure. You can't flex what you don't have. Joshua, maybe you don't care, and I don't, but I'm going to tell you for your own sake. The way you're coming off is not helpful. I don't know if you're trying to help me or like show your knowledge or something, but you're not going to convince anyone unless they're already on the fence. And if they're already on the fence, they're going to get there anyway. Joshua, you should spend less time telling people what they should do and maybe asking a question or sharing something from your own personal life, right? I don't need you to regurgitate Sam Sulik's content to me because I already consume it. Okay? I watch the same videos. I know about doing your cardio. Okay? Look, there's nothing that you can tell me that I haven't already learned because I have been into fitness for probably longer than you've been alive. So again, it's like I appreciate it, but you're coming at it from the wrong angle and just telling me like you're weak, you're small, it's not that's not really the way to get people to do things. Right? If I just insulted you 20 times in a row, would you listen to what I had to say after that? Probably not. I'm glad. Love you. Deserve it. Holy Riz. Hit squats 3 times a week with rest. I've done squat every day, dog. This guy's jacked. Thank you. Do you have diabetes? I don't. Respect the authority of his mustache. Hey, Kyle, when you were doing squats as a bodybuilder, did you feel uncomfortable always hitting legs? No, I loved hitting legs. I would squat like my best squat set was 550 for 11. I tried for 12, but something slipped and then the whole fucking barbell crashed and it was a huge pain in the ass. It was a huge scene. So, but I did hack squats very frequently. Leg press sometimes. I like the hack squat because it was quad focused and I could load that thing up to like 950 with the rugby guys and just go to fucking town. Again, I've been huge. Oh, Lasoy, what's your YouTube? I hear all these weights for men. It's crazy to me whether it's muscle or not. So many guys say 200 to 260 or whatever. Like I'm wanting to be under 115. Yeah, well, it was different in the before times, but it's crazy to think about orders of magnitude like that, Hey, Josh, how about no, bud? Take a clue. These standards are crazy. They're impossible on purpose so that you have to constantly chase them forever. Orion says real. Ola Soy says wee woo, wee woo. Orion, why do you ask? Because it's for anything other than friendly purposes. I'm a teenager. Exactly. Joshua, did you ever need braces? I probably could have used them, not really, but my family only could really do braces for one of the kids, and so we did it for my sister instead. I didn't care. I don't care. My teeth are a little yellow. They're a little goblin-y. I don't care. Orion says, oh no, I'm a teen too, not to be weird. I don't want to make human uncomfortable. I think it's translating. You don't have to if you don't want to. I'm glad everyone is clear on that. I can't imagine what it is like being a girl on you. Oh my God, I can't imagine. Any online platform, really. Xbox Live. It's just my user. Joshua says, hey, Kyle, have you ever thought about using the gum that makes your jawline sharper? Dude, I don't know how much I could gain because the jawbones here, there's not a lot of more muscular work that I can do to really build it up. I'm not into looks maxing. I'm bald, dog. What do you think Clav would say about that? He's a looks maxer. Oh, man, we found him out. I figured it out. You smelled it, oh, La Soy. You smelled it. I get it now. The crazy thing is, Kyle's a girl. All the internet is certainly interesting. That's an interesting choice of words. In the same way that, like, I don't know what it's like to walk around late at night and, like, I've been afraid for my safety, but more of, like, people might want to rob me. I've never felt afraid for my physical safety. A lot of that's the martial arts and everything, but, it's something different to just have that be a normal thing. That's crazy. That's a nightmare to me. I can't imagine. Anyway, you already know. You live it, so you understand. But I feel for you, and if I can make things less weird, I would, but I can't. So I just have to be my version of weird and hopefully balance it out. You carry a knife? I don't, and I used to, but the problem is if for any reason you drop it, you get into a hand fight, someone can take it. Now you've just given someone a weapon, right? So I chose to be good with the weapons that someone can't take from me, that only I can use these ones. Real, I get it. Now, the people just aren't ashamed of anything. I tell them I'm a teen and they get worse sometimes. Oh my God. Oh, 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 fuck. My brother's a teen. He's 15. He's in the chat, but don't want to reveal him. Don't. Ola used to carry a pocket knife on runs after being followed. Oh my God. Ola! That's crazy. What about gun? I don't like that we live in a world where that's a normal thing. Elbows are great. Oh yeah, you know, plenty sharp. You just open up that eyebrow, blind him a little bit, you know, give him the little... I say go for the collarbone. You shatter that collarbone, it's very easy to do. You just come down on it really hard. Then anything they do with that side of the body, fucked. So... Well, the world is crazy, Kyle. You're right. You're right. The world is crazy. It is. It is. It's messed up. It's bonkers. Fine, I'll reveal him. Oh, really? Bro, what? Bang, bang. I used to resist the urge to say something real not nice, Joshua. Listen, Josh. Maybe one day you'll learn that you can't bully people into doing what you want. And look, the environment you're in, the looks maxing and the Sam Sulek stuff, that's fringe stuff. Most of the world does not exist in that world, okay? So if you want to make friends outside of that, you're going to have to talk about things other than chewing the tree sap gum that gives you that weird, you know, fucking growth looking jawline. I don't know. All right, it's getting late. I gotta eat. 120 pounds soaking wet. Well, if you believe that, Michael, why don't you soak me and then weigh me? All right, okay. I gotta go. I gotta eat and bulk up, or otherwise Joshua's gonna tell Sam Sulek. Thank you, Ola. You're very good about keeping me on my grind. Okay, so Ola, don't run if it's gonna make you pass out. Okay, but the motivation is running away from someone trying to tell you about Sam Sulek. Bye, Danny. Okay. All right. You guys have a good night. I'll probably be on tomorrow night. We'll see. We'll see what we do. Have a good evening or whatever time it is for you. See you next stream. Thank you. She's a teenager. I know. God, if I flex anymore, I'm going to cramp. All right. Bye.